boom, you arrive back from holiday, just like I have, and bang, you're straight back into it. But it wasn't really the case for me this week. I've come back, as you know, you've all seen me post about my holiday and blah blah blah. You're all bored about it, but it's taught me something a little bit. Like there's no like binary start and stop between work and life. It's just a place to be. We're just one person. We've got one life. We're just doing one set of things. We're just spending time in different places with different people doing different things. And I've been on holiday. I've come back. I've done a bit of work while I've been away. I've been doing some work while I've been back. And there's no this binary start and stop. Like usually, back in my corporate career, you'd go on holiday and be like, oh my God, I'm glad I'm on holiday. Then really you're thrust back into the real world again. Banging it away. Moving forwards and trying to move forwards and trying to do the work and. It's like the two things are poles apart. But for me, I've just sort of glided away on holiday, glided back into work, and it's felt really, really good. And there's not this binary thing about work and life. There's just life, and that's something I think I learned on holiday. It's just that we just are, we just be. We're human beings, but we end up being human doings. And I know it's an overly used analogy, but just think about it for a second. We're human beings. But we end up being human doings, just doing stuff to keep us busy, to occupy us a little bit. And, it just doesn't feel right that we're just doing all this stuff. And one of the lives I did on holiday was about, just go slow to go fast. Just take a step back a little bit and think about your future and think about what are those big action steps you can take to move you forward more progressively, more simply, more effectively, rather than just doing all this stuff, scurrying around the edges, doing this stuff, and spending more time, more effort, and trying to work towards that place that you haven't even defined yet. And that's kind of why we get wrapped up in just doing. Trying to, we've got our own business. We're still working 9 to 5 or 8 till 6 or even 7 till 7, and it's not a great place to be. And it's given me that time to reflect and just think, no, life's good, work's good, life's good. Hobbies are good. Everything just feels like it's moving towards the right place. And I hope that's the same for you guys. And, just use this time on a Friday. I always, recommend to all the people I work with, just use Fridays a bit, especially Friday afternoon, as a bit of a time to reflect and think about what you've achieved in the last week. And there's been some great stuff, lots of forward thinkers reaching out to me while I've been away, future forward thinkers that is, and enrolling on Success GPS 2.0, which is brilliant. It's gone from a 6-week program to an 8-week program now, and there's more stuff packed into it, more light bulb moments, more breakthrough moments, more value. And because I'm constantly trying to find ways that my dream buyer, my dream audience, the future forward thinkers, are, the problems that they're suffering from, the pains, that manifest in their business or their lives, I can solve. And I'm building more and more of that stuff in, and it's a great program. And there's people out there are going to take advantage of that really soon. So that's really cool. And, another thing, when I was on holiday, I spoke about a book, and it's a really good book. I'm going to read it again because it's got such a great story in it. And it's The Magician's Way by William Whitecloud. And it talks about really being clear on your target. What's the outcome that you want? And not getting too wrapped up in the complexities in order to get there. And that's one of my superpowers, I think. It's taking a complex thing and really boiling it down to its simple component parts and making it simple for everyone to understand. And the book talks about just focus on the target and trust your natural capability to get yourself there. And it uses a golfer's analogy a bit, your golf swing. When you're swinging a golf club, before you hit the ball, you're thinking about your swing, your stance, your grip, your backswing, your follow through, your head movements and stuff. And really all you need to do is trust your natural ability and focus on the target. And I did that while I was away, and I played the best round of golf I've played in 10 years. And it really works, and it's the same in business or life or hobbies or sports or whatever. Think about the outcome that you want, think about that target, zone into the target and trust your natural capability in here. Really, really great book. So I'm going to follow this up with an email, those of you on my list. I'm going to recommend the book. The link's going to be in there, so you're going to get that, which is great. And, since I've been back, it has been good. Forward Thinkers booking on, which is great, and joining the Forward Thinking community. I'm really pleased to see them there. And also, we've got on Monday, we've got Success GPS, the first international course, starting on Monday, which has just almost come out of thin air. It's just happened. And right back in the day when I first started to plan this business, one of my goals was to teach an international audience and to help them avoid the problems that I suffered so much when I was setting up other businesses before. And we're doing it. It started on Monday. They've all been welcomed. They're all in the WhatsApp group. They're all in the Facebook group, and we're going to start the journey with them on Monday, which is incredible. It's just 3 days away, and it doesn't seem to have taken any effort to fill a group up with international students under the Success GPS and Innovator International brand, which is great. And so I'm really, really pleased about that. And I just think, I began reflecting 18 months ago. 31st of August is when I sat up in my pyjamas in the kitchen, 8:30 in the morning, and I was just compelled to draw out a map. And I knew from that point in time when I'd drawn that map that was going to change my life and the lives of others. And it has done. Over 300 people through the programme, which is, again, when I think about that, it's great. I've already reached my goals for the year in terms of the number of people I've impacted through the programme, and it just feels incredible. And there's so much more to do, so much more excitement to go. And I know everyone doesn't feel like that, and I'm very aware that I'm very, very optimistic as a person. I'm always forward thinking. I'm always thinking about the progress I'm making and where I'm going to, and that creates that positivity. And I know for some of you don't have all that positivity. It's life sometimes has its challenges, and business has its challenges, and we can get frustrated. We can, we're just not feeling that feeling of fulfillment, and it can be a bit disappointing and a bit frustrating for us all. And I'm just going to leave you with a final thought really today, just before I have lunch with the children and my wife. It's from one of my biggest mentors and one of my biggest inspirations. It's Tony Robbins, and he says that life is done for you, not to you. Life is not out to get you; it's out to serve you. And when we face problems and frustrations in our business, in our life, if you just think that life is done for me, it's not doing it to me. No one's out to get me. Life is serving me. Life is trying to serve me. Life is working for me. It's trying to show me something. And when we've got problems and stuff, if you adopt that philosophy that life is done for you, not to you, and you look at a problem or an obstacle you're facing, and try and look at the back of it. Try and turn it around 180 degrees and just look at the back of that problem. And when you find the gift within it, because there's always a gift in every problem, typically that gift is all about learning and growing. And it gives you a different perspective on life. And do you know what? When you think that life is done for you and not to you, you start to think you're unstoppable. There's no problem that you can't overcome. There's no problem that's going to bulldoze you and move you off the tracks. Because every problem that comes at you, you're looking at it from a different perspective. You're looking at it, what is the world trying to teach me with this problem that is confronting me? Hi everyone, just doing a reflection section, forward thinking. I'm back from holiday, and we're just talking about, if you've got problems in your life, got problems in your business, and life doesn't feel so good or your business doesn't feel so good, because I'm acutely aware I'm really, really optimistic and really positive. Just think of the phrase, one of my big mentors, Tony Robbins, he says, life is done for you, not to you. In every problem there's a gift. All you have to do is find it and grab it and learn from it and grow. And that will affect and positively evolve the person that you're trying to become in the future. So guys, I'm Andy Henderson. It's Friday. It's time for weekend, and it's time to change what I do in my life and change the people I hang out with in my life, and do different things with different people and getting different feelings inside. It's a great day. It's going to be great weather. I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide. I'm on a mission to impact the lives of 25,000 business owners in the next 10 years. And everything is going to plan. So remember guys, you're always ever only just one step away. See you soon. Have a great weekend. Love you lots. Bye.